Hello, everyone. Patriot 5 and Patriot 6 here on Monday night. Monday. Can we trust this day? I use this as a title because someone sent me the song and it had a lot to do with what's going on. A song by the Mamas and the Papas, Monday. Can't trust that day. Well, I don't want to say can't trust it. And Monday has been such a huge day in a lot of people's lives. I remember when I hated Mondays. Hi, Bill Wood and Janet. Ian, good to see you. Jeffrey and Jeremy. But Mondays has always been good. Even though for me they was better than for like Ron when we was working. Because most of the time Ron worked a shift where he had to get up and go to work on Monday. The last 15 years that I worked a shift that I didn't have to get up and go to work on Monday. As a matter of fact, my shift was only 3 days one week of 12 hours and 4 days the next week. And I always tried to work, even though it was 12-hour shifts, I always tried to work 4 hours over at least 2 of them days because that was 8 hours of double time. And then on the weeks that I worked 3 days, I had 4 days off. And on the other weeks, I had 3. So in essence, I was working 26 weeks a year. But what's even more important than that, I also, with working 26 weeks out of the 52, I also had 5 weeks vacation. So it's good to see everyone here. I was running a little late. I was down at my house doing some things. And when I got ready to go, I left plenty of time for me to get down here. But little Kira, my little granddaughter, had different plans. She wanted to talk to Papa, Grandpa. She's at a point. Small Hank calls me Grandpa Hank. She calls me Grandpa Hank.
Man, you haven't even come on yet.
Pardon me?
I haven't got
Patriot Super Gymnast, Patriot 7, and Patriot Little Monkey, they all are in a situation that they call me Papa, except for the little monkey, and she just calls me Grandpa. So I get called a lot of different things, which I've been called a lot of different things my whole life, especially working in a factory for 30 years. Hi, Papa G. Hi, Ian Bell. Bill Woods, good to see you here. Mac, Valerie, Myrna's here. But I just couldn't get away from her. And how do you walk away from a 2-year-old granddaughter that is, when I would open the door and walk out, she would start crying. So finally, we had to get a game going, and I was finally able to slip away. So anyway, that being said, I want to say hi to Jimmy, Super Jimmy, and I want to wish Gracie a belated happy birthday from the whole family. For all of you that don't know, Gracie is Jimmy's older sister. She just turned 14 a couple of days ago. So anybody who feels like coming over here to the side and wishing Gracie a happy birthday, please feel free. She's a very, very beautiful young girl. Patriot 11, hi to you, and Patriot Karate Kid and Wyatt Earp, Patriot Wyatt Earp. Hello to all of yous. Then we have Patriot Princess and Patriot Hunter. It's Jana's grandkids, and you know how much we love all our kids, and they're 2 very, very special ones for us. I don't think the show, if I couldn't talk about these kids and get pictures of these kids and all of them that I've mentioned, I don't think the show would be the same. Patriot Little Leona and Little Ilana. And then we have Patriot Boogie, Bugs, Boogaloo, Booger, and Boogaroo. Them are John's grandkids. And, you know, guys, all my kids, and I know you might not understand this the way the adults do, but sometimes I think you're smarter than us adults. Hi, Valerie and Papa G. I might have said hi to you already, but if I did, you get a double decker. But, I just feel that talking to the kids, I feel that adding them to the show, they're going to be our leaders someday, guys. Because with these magical beds, and we're going to talk about them tonight, but with these magical beds, we have a situation where, hi, Linda, got all my medicine taken and just a little short on my steps, but I'll get my steps in. And I just laid down for an hour and a half, so I'm elevating. That's a little thing that me and Linda do. Hi, Cindy. Karen, good to see you. A little thing me and Linda do, she reminds me every day. Every day. I don't think she's missed one since I got out of the hospital to remind me to take my medicines. So I just enjoy it with the kids. As I said, I believe the kids give us something that no other group has. Where other groups are more worried about selling their products that are absolutely more or less almost obsolete or worthless, or coming up with products that you don't know nothing about, but you've heard what other people say. Now, all of a sudden, because they've heard what I've said, they've heard what Mark Z said, they've heard what so many people, the girl down under, what's her name, Ronnie? Sky Prince. They hear what she says, and now we have people that's taking all the stuff that all of us have talked about with these magical beds, and now they're going to sell a course. There's just too much greed. And why? Why are you greedy? We're all going to have it all. Today, I had not seen my three granddaughters, two granddaughters, my grandson of my daughters. I hadn't seen them all year. Now, it sounds funny because we're only in the 6th day of the year. I don't know if I've ever, other than being in the hospital that time, I don't know if I've ever went 6 days without seeing my grandkids. It just doesn't happen with me. So I was supposed to watch them three all day long. And had I done it, I was going to surprise them and see if I could take the other two kids over, because their mom was supposed to start back school today too, but she didn't go. My daughter decided not to go to school because she's got a very, very bad cold. The poor girl, if you want to say a prayer for Amber, please do so. The poor girl has been sick with a cold the whole Christmas vacation, 2 weeks, and now she has to go back tomorrow. But she has vacation days and she may take it off. 2 of them will go back to school, and the little monkey will go to their daddy's Aunt Susie, who's an amazing woman. Tell you what, there's not a whole lot of people I trust watching my grandkids, but Aunt Susie is one of them. I trust her more than I trust a lot of other people. She's a tremendous lady. I've known her for 40 years. I got introduced to her when we had a party over at Amber and David's house, my daughter and my son-in-law's house. I got introduced to her. And as my son-in-law was going to introduce me to his aunt, I said, "How you doing, Susie?" And he goes, "You know my aunt?" And I said, "Yeah, for probably longer than you've been alive." And honest to God, it has been. He didn't know that, but she used to be the nurse. She would come in and draw blood at the factory we worked at. So, guys, I'm in an up-tempo tonight. I'm not going to tell you I'm 100% sold on everything, and I'm going to discuss some things in a little bit, but, we got started a couple minutes late. I'm going to go ahead and say the pledge and do the music, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say a prayer right now. Dear Lord, as we come into tonight's show, please keep all the people everywhere that needs to be safe from this cold, bitter weather. Lord, as you know, I've talked to Linda, and I know they're having very cold weather. And here we haven't seen above 20 in now 4 or 5 days, and with the snow. Lord, for the people who are homeless and that, please find a way to get them some kind of shelter. some kind of shelter that they can stay warm and make it through this terrible times, as we all know what's coming when we go to heaven on earth. As someone just put in there, prayers to Amber and get her through this. And, Lord, I may be prejudiced, but I really hope that you can get my daughter feeling better. And I've always said to you, Lord, you know this. I've always said, hey, if my kids get sick, let me have their sickness and let them be okay. And you finally listened. You give me her cold today, but that's okay. But Lord, look after everyone in this group and our family and all the children, 100% of the children. And for the people who need you, be there for them with an angel on their shoulders to overlook them and see them. And I come to you, Lord, and I talk to you through our Savior, your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Damn, you must be hungry, huh?
For what?
Well,
Yeah.
the other night I took a couple of handfuls, and it was almost 2
And I
thirds
had
full.
to start again.
The other
Just
was.
my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd rather stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country. And I'm proud to be an American. At least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Yes, sir. God bless the USA. And guys, usually at this point, when you see me,
hey, check this out.
I
stopped buying random.
I have patriotic clothing on. The only thing I have patriotic tonight is my hat. It's cold here. It's really cold and it's damp, and you can take the coldness, but when it's cold and it's damp and it's windy, That's kind of brutal. So I chose to wear my sweatshirt tonight. And I chose to wear it because even though the season ended for the Bears yesterday, hi, Gary, VDS.
We beat the Patriots.
Jamie, what?
We beat the Patriots.
Even though the season ended and other teams will be going on, our rookie quarterback, I believe he became the first quarterback in the Bears history to Papa G, yep, with a football. I believe he became the first quarterback. And, I want to thank everyone who did this for me. I had a lot of people who literally sent me messages yesterday after the Bears won the football game congratulating me. He was nice to me when they was losing, and it was a bad year. It was not the year that I expected. But I'm not disappointed in the quarterback. And guys, the quarterback that they traded away, Justin Fields, I was a Justin Fields fan. I wanted them to trade down, keep Justin Fields, and draft another quarterback, one of the top three, which the other two statistically had a better season. But statistically, they wasn't sacked 60-some times like he was. He's got some growing to do, but he was bold enough yesterday to come out and demand that he played because they was going to set him, and he became the first quarterback in Bears history to start all 17 games, I believe. Now, there was a lot of records that was broke this past few days, but I'm a big-time sports person in all sports, and people tell me that they're no good, and I'm starting to believe a lot of them aren't. But that doesn't still take away the fact that I love sports. And, a record was broke for, I would imagine a man broke it yesterday. I didn't hear 100% most yards in a season. Well, yeah, it took him three.
You played.
Ron said he might not have played. If he would have broke the record, it would only took him 3 more games because the guy that set the record did it in less games. Now, it might have been just 1 more game, but see, the records that were broke this year, somebody else broke one, and most or tied one, Jerry Rice, I believe, most 1,000-yard receiving yards, most years of 1,000 yards. On the very last play of the game, when the game was not in doubt, he shouldn't have even been in the game, because of injury and he's a star, but he was in there, and you could see the defense just stood there, let him catch the pass, get his 7 or 8 yards, and he tied Jerry Rice. But then again, it took him more games. See, and that's your whole thing. If you're going to start keeping records, you got to start putting asterisks up there. Or you got to look and say, okay, we're in an era now where we play 17 games. So we're going to have these records. Then we're going to go back to where we played 16. You're going to have these records. And then we're going to go back to where they played 14 and 12. And you're going to have them records. There was running backs that gained 2,000 yards before, and he only played 14 games. Now they're all googie because this guy got 2,000 yards in 17 games. So if you get 2,000 in 14 games, what the heck would you get? Who's going to catch you a record-wise if you just average what you averaged in the last 3 games? What are you going to be at, like 25 or 2,600, 2,700 yards? But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. I love sports, and I was touched by all the people who sent me messages congratulating. Like, I don't own the Bears, but I love them. Me and Ron did have us a little brewski after the game. And, when you get rivalries, stupidity sets in. Because, see, I'm sitting there watching the game, and to me yesterday, is if the Bears won that ball game, our season was a success because we beat them freaking Packers. We should have been twice this year, but they cheated us in the one game where they used leverage to block a field goal. They couldn't use the leverage yesterday because they was being watched, and he kicked the field goal. But we beat the Packers. We're going into the offseason We've got some things to do, and I think we'll be a very good team next year. But the kid promised, the quarterback promised, I'm starting, so I start all 17 games. I'm playing a whole game as long as I'm healthy. And I'm promising you, we're going to beat the Packers. Now, they could have lost easily. We had a fumble. We had the game won. All we had to do is just keep making a first down here and there, and they would run out of timeouts. The clock would have run out, and we'd have won. But a freak play happened. Our guy fumbled. They got it, and they kicked a 55 or 56-yard field goal to take the lead. And, Lambeau Field was just ecstatic. They're going nuts. They're going nuts. But the kid made a promise, and he came through. He led the team down, got him in position for a 51-yard field goal, and the Bears won. But, as I said, stupidity sets in. Green Bay had nothing to gain in this game yesterday. They was in the playoffs as a wild card. They couldn't move any higher. They was in as a wild card.
No more.
And they let one of their best receivers get injured in a game that meant nothing. And now I'm pretty sure he's done for the playoffs. And their star quarterback hurt his hand, and he's questionable. But when you hurt your passing hand, you might say you're okay. But it's going to be a thing. But anyway, thank you all for give me the well wishes, and we're going to move on now because we've got some things to talk about. I don't know what. I do know that Michael sent some things to Ron on Sunday and said Restored Republic was really good. And he talked, I think it was Michael, wasn't it, Ronnie? Mike Davis. Okay. Mike Davis sent it. And I made sure that I went and listened to yesterday's Restored Republic. And I am going to tell everyone, I haven't listened to today's yet, but I do you have the reading part tonight?
Yeah, someplace.
But Ron has the reading part, so I'll be able to read it. Hi, Richie. Hey, Jana. Good to see you. I do suggest everybody listen. In it, they mentioned something, and I really on Memorial Day, the hat is going to declare a big celebration. And we will be celebrating 200 years of our Constitution when it was signed. I believe it was something to that respect. And I do really go listen to it for yourself. 200 years of the Constitution, but the celebration is going to run from Memorial Day until the 4th of July. Through that. So there is some very big plans. It says here that former President Jimmy Carter's death announcement just come out. Guys, if you're watching the news, things are falling. Things are falling. Things that we've been told. Long time ago, we were told about Mr. Carter. Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, he resigned. Now, it's not effective today. It's as soon as they can have a honorable election to bring a new person in. But it's the dominoes, guys. Because the new guy coming in is going to be all for the hat's suggestion that Canada becomes number 51 or 52, whichever, whoever they bring in first. But we know we've heard Canada, we've heard Mexico, we've heard The two down unders, New Zealand and Australia, will be joining as states. But they're supposed to be 55. And I've been in a couple of video chats with Cindy, Diane, with Savior, Ron, and myself, and Michael?
Michael Gentry.
Yeah, Michael Gentry. We've been in some video chats, and we know it's out there, but we can't figure out who the 55th one is. So if anybody knows who it is, please, please, please share it here. But I want to laugh a little bit because, see, we're in a situation where what is the one thing that the hat is promising us after the 20th? And I don't want to get involved right now into, well, he's promising us the money and he's promising. No, what he's promising, he will rebuild the wall, the border. Illegals will not be coming in. But wait a minute. If we're going to make Mexico a part of the United States, they wouldn't be illegal, would they? Wouldn't everybody? I mean, it's like feeding Peter and starving Paul or something like that, the way I'm looking at it, because it don't make no sense. Why would we spend millions of dollars to guard a border that's going to be part of our country? Are we going to start putting millions of dollars into guarding, going from one state to another? Are we going to put borders on? I'm in Illinois. We're going to put a patrol all the time from Illinois, Indiana, so we can't go into Indiana without proof. I mean, believe me, I know they know what they're doing, but sometimes some of the things they say and do is just plain silly. So no one's told me what that 55th one is. I know I got people out there right now, they're Googling what's going to be the... But then again, is it going to be 55? Because didn't Hawaii say that they was leaving us? So that would still put us down to 54. Yes, Janet, all illegal immigrants have to go back to their countries in order to receive the big G.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be illegal.
Well, Ron said, yeah, but they wouldn't be illegal. But here's what I think is going to happen. They're going to have everybody who wants to get their money go home, whether you're legal or illegal. Now, there's a lot of people living in the United States that have United States citizenship. From what I understand, they will get paid from the United States if they've had it for long enough. And then I've heard if you go home, like say you're from Russia and you're here, and you go home, you get your money. You have to stay in Russia for 6 months, and then you can come back to the United States or something. There's going to be some catch, but stop and think about it. If you're going to get $8 to $10 million, hi, Beth. Hi, Linda Hammond. I almost didn't say hi to you, Linda, because all I seen was the Linda, and I had already said hi to the other Linda. Gary's here. But wouldn't you go home for that? With that girl that I'm talking to in the Ukraine, I told her about it, and she says, I'm not going to worry about it. She just wants to come here to be in the United States with me. So she says, I don't care about it. You're going to have enough money. We'll be all right. And which is true. Okay. She's got a sense of humor. Or she's either got a sense of humor or a sense of stupidity. I don't know. But I need to get some things lined up here. And let's go to here, different direction here. Give me a minute. So I haven't seen Marianne on yet tonight, but Marianne, it looks like It didn't bite the dust. It looks like we'll be on Brucey and a big call tomorrow night. Man, I was trying to listen to Restored Republic laying in my bed tonight, and I ain't kidding you. You guys were so busy working. I literally counted in a 5-minute period because my phone dings every time someone sends a new message. And I literally heard 27 ding, 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 ding. So now I'm checking them out to see what they got to say. But the first one, there was no reason for me to even talk about it. I don't understand it. So that's okay. Let's go here. It looks like there's someone sending pictures of people that we've lost and look alike. And it says here, LINDATRIPP and Diana. And they got pictures, and it could be. Hi, Mac. Man, Mac, I tell you what, that's a post of the night if it's true. I hope they do. That's the main thing for me. Forget the damn money. Find these kids and get them homes. Yeah, this guy that they've appointed, that the hat is appointed, he is a no-nonsense son of SOB. I mean, I wouldn't want to have to deal with him. A lot of the stuff they're sending me is just pictures. That don't do me no good. But I mean, I look at them for now to see what it's about. Joel Osteen, the Maxwells, and George, we are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Okay. Q, what happened on 12/7? Clock started 10 days, done in 30, January 7. Darkness, 01/7 minus 1/17. Looks like a quarter of the moon. Nikola Tesla's death, 1/7. Benjamin Franklin's birthday, January 17th, 7/11. 10 days darkness, the storm is here. It's official, everyone. I don't know. I think if anybody was online at all today, Diane, Mike, you're asking Myrna this, but Diane is she's fine. She's been on a couple of calls with some of us. She's doing really, really well, but she gets me information every day. She does things. She pops in here on occasion, but I think she's just kind of she's not giving up. I mean, believe me, the stuff I get from her, the messages I get from her when we talk in these group chats, she's not giving up, but she's went through a lot. And I know all of us has prayed for her a lot. Hi, Wallace. Canada, Australia, Mexico, Greenland. Okay. I apologize to the people on the call the other day. Someone said Greenland. Thank you. Thank you, Wallace. Someone said Greenland, and I started cracking a joke. What the heck is a Greenland? So thank you. It's official. The hat has been certified to 47th President of the United States of America.
Or is that corporation?
But here's the thing. Why has the hat? Now, guys, listen to this. Because Ron is adamant on this. Is he certified as the 47th President of the United States of America? Or is he the 47th President of the Corporation of America? Think about it. What has changed from his term and Sleepy's term other than the fact that he supposedly is alive? He can walk. He's not up. I tell you, I don't know who it is. I really don't. I don't know who it is. Hi, Family Channel. But who's ever playing him, they deserve an Oscar. And instead, they're probably going to get a neck burn. Hi, Sandra. So, okay. But no, if you guys... If you guys think about it, how, when Sleepy was doing this, was it a corporation? What has changed? I haven't seen anything come out that has said it's changed.
So it's got to come out before the 20th.
And as Ron says, it's got to come out before the 20th. I don't know. But you know that they've got this under control. Okay, there's your answer. Mike Davis says, no, he is the 19th president of the new republic.
Yeah. No, he can't be.
Well, yes, he can, because that's what they've said all along. I don't know.
But they said, I don't believe
I like your answer, Mike. Matter of fact, for whoever it was asking about Diane,
just like I said, though, they got to come out and tell us.
she just sent something. Gentel notes. I don't know. Send something. RV News. A.A. Gabriel. All eyes are on Washington. Once the certification takes place, rates, prices, projected values to proceed. A new day has come. Watch a rock after certifications Tuesday/Wednesday. Canada Trudeau resigned long ago, which we knew that, guys. I mean, but remember what I said a little bit ago when I talked about Jimmy and then about Trudeau. Things are starting to fall. This is what we've been waiting for. Canada has been ruled by PATRIOTS5 since 2022. This is the beginning of the public implementation / rollout of the Big N and Big G. Coming in the news, avalanche, the hat, quiet after certification, storm, not as bad as predicted, reform, world market news is cover for notifications and RV. That was sent to me at 1:56 this afternoon from Patriot Diane with 2 N's. So that's good there. Hi, Gary. Gary, I do too. Gary states that you can sense something wonderful is happening.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about that.
And if something don't happen tomorrow,
We don't worry about Christmas.
Yeah, I'm not worrying about Christmas. I mean, I was told by the girl in my letter today that she would not be writing me tomorrow because places shut down for celebration. But see, to show you how things are changing, they're going to celebrate whatever Christmas it is, Orthodox, whatever Christmas it is. I get mixed up on these things. But see, here's the thing. This year, they also celebrated our Christmas. So you can see the beginning there where they're starting to move towards what everyone's doing. But, some people don't understand it yet. Till everything comes out. Till everything comes up, we just have to see what happens. Hi, Elaine. So,
good afternoon, Patriots, and welcome to the one.
So anyway, guys, I do want to tell you one thing. If you get something in the email, a phone call, if you don't know the people, just get off of it. Don't, in an email, do not reply. I mean, there is so many scams going on out there. I used to shop a lot at Target. And I had a card at Target. And it was $1,000 card. And I would never use my card at Target until Christmas season. And then I would buy 85 to 90% of the gifts that I get for my family, my kids at the time, brothers, sisters, whatever. I would buy a Bobo. I would buy them there. Twins, Piles, good to see you here. But I would buy them there. And then one time, when I got divorced, I went through some very, very rough times. I mean, I'm not going to go into detail what happened, but my ex almost bankrupted me. I almost lost my house and just went through some bad times. But the one thing I always did is I always made sure I had a balance on my Target card. I made sure I kept it perfect. I had perfect credit with them. And one year starting to come at Christmas time, and my card had expired. So I went into Target and they said, "Sir, your card's expired." And I said, well, what do I got to do to get a new one? And they said, "Well, let's make a phone call because, we'll get the approval and then you can shop. We'll know and everything will be good. And then they'll send you a new one." I said, "Okay." So we made the phone call and they said, "Well, we've canceled your card." And I said, "Why would you cancel it?" "Well, because you have bad credit." I said, "Have I ever missed a payment with you?" "No." "Haven't I always actually kept it in great standing?" They said, "Sir, you have 100% standing with us, but your credit is bad." I said, "But I'm not applying for a new card. I'm applying for a card that I've taken care of for 10 years. They didn't care. So I got over my pouting session because at the time I liked Target. And during the next year, I thought, well, I'll give them a chance. I went and linked my debit card to them. So once I hand them my debit card, they give you a Target card. It's linked to your bank account. And you can use it. And I went in one day and I don't know, I had $150 or $200 worth of stuff that I was going to buy for Christmas. And I went up to pay and they said, "Sir, this card's no good." I says, "I just got it. I've used it once or twice." I said, "Sir, your credit's too bad. We can't let you use this." I said, "What the heck does it matter about credit?" I'm right here. Once you push that button, that money's going to be transferred over into your account. And they wouldn't let me do it. And I haven't shopped in Target since. And then I guess that was God leading me away because we've heard so many things, you know what Target is. So people will look at me and say, hey, let's go to Target. My daughter, I need to stop at Target, Dad, for something. I said, okay, I'll sit in the car with the kids. And then she had a talk with me one day and asked me why. And I told her, I don't think my daughters went back since. I mean, I could be a total butthole and go out and tell everybody that story. And they'd lose a lot of business, but I don't have to because Johnny Cash says it best. They're going to go down, 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 probably in a ring of fire. Yes, they are, Mike Davis. Target is real bad. Really bad.
Oh.
I hit the wrong one here, so bear with me. So, Merry Christmas, the chosen ones. Christmas is coming. Think mirror. Today's mirror date is December 25. But that's not all. Tomorrow is Christmas Day on the Julian. So when I first looked at that, I didn't understand it. But on one calendar, today is actually December 25th. And I know Savior was really pumped. God, I wish Diane and Michael and Ron might remember it. Diane, Michael, and Cindy were on right now because they could tell you what I'm about to say. Hi, Terry. What I'm about to say is Savior was pumped that it was going to be today, absolutely, because today on some calendar is the 25th, and I just read that. But Think Mirror, I didn't understand. Think Mirror, I mean, what more are they going to do? And then I got thinking, well, tomorrow actually on the Julian calendar is Christmas. And I knew that because, you know, I've been living it for the last 4 to 5 years as I've been writing this girl in the Ukraine. So it's a coming, guys. Look at it on the bright side. Look, and this is how I'm actually looking at it. What is the one thing, Mike Davis, you've been pretty good at answering questions tonight, but anybody can answer this. What is the one thing we have been getting frustrated by that's going on? Now, I'm going to give my opinion. You guys can say in the chat if you think I'm right. And I think I've been frustrated because we're running the 100-yard dash. And guys, when I was in school, we run the 100-yard dash, not the 100-meter dash. We run the 100-yard. And we've run the 100-yard dash, and we've been at the 99.5-yard marker for over a year. And when I run track, I was a finisher. I wasn't one that's going to stop and wait. But my opinion is, guys, and see if you agree, the 20th is coming. What's that song? The 20th is coming, tra-la-la-la. The 20th is coming, tra-la. You know, and the 20th is coming. See, here's the deal. The man in charge, the organization military in charge, after the 20th, or on the 20th, they can no longer say, well, we don't want Sleepy to get any of the credit. We want to make this look this way because this is how it has to be. If they start doing that, I was talking to a couple people the other day. If they start doing that, and kids, turn your mic off. This show is not meant for kids unless your parents give you permission, your grandparents or your legal guardians. The music we played tonight is for entertainment purposes only. We have no legal rights to it. But as I was talking, you kids, you can keep it on because I'm going to go a different direction. My mom used to have a saying, but I'm going to clean it up a little bit. Shoot, poop, or get off the pot. And that's how I feel about the 20th. He's got no more excuses. He doesn't have his crutch in Sleepy. And that's why I've said, guys, I've had a lot of people come to me and say, Ralph, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to walk away. If it doesn't happen by the 6th or 7th of it, and some people even told me if it didn't happen by the new year, I'm going to go away. I'll still be part of it. I'm just not going to support it like I am now. So I asked everybody, give it to my birthday, February 4th. That gives him 2 weeks to do what I just said. He needs to get off the pot. If he is such a great chess player, then he needs to put an end. He needs to, what's the term in chess when you've won checkmate, isn't it? I don't play chess, guys, so I don't know. Hi, Tim Brown. Hi, Dean. But there's where we're at, guys. Today is the 6th, 2 weeks from today. And isn't it amazing, on the day that he's sworn in is a day of one of the greatest men's. They're going to celebrate one of the greatest men's birthdays ever, and that's Martin Luther King. Maybe they'll have him swear him in. Wouldn't that be a hoot? Wouldn't that be cool if Martin Luther, hey, Nancy Everett, we're going to get it, Nancy. You're going to get to open your gifts. Wouldn't that be a hoot, though, if Martin Luther King swore him in? That would be so cool. And I've said it so many times, guys. The people, when you look at it realistically, is he here? Is he not? But when you look at it, who was the person at that time that the bad people feared most? And it was him. Because, see, he had a dream. He had a dream. JFK had, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. Martin Luther King had a dream. I have a dream. And he would have succeeded. And JFK would have succeeded. But they had to go away. Just when you think, the people who would refuse to open their eyes to what's going on, boy, I feel so sorry for them. I really do. Okay, I got some stuff to read here. Ron gave me another long one tonight. So this was forwarded by Junior. Possible timing, Friday, 17th January. Big G announcement. President the Hat told banks to begin zeroing out mortgage, credit cards, and other forms of personal debt starting Friday, 17th January 2025, with the national debt already taken care of by switching to the QFS. All other debt would begin to be fully paid off by the end of January 2025. Big G, DURPREUSSE on Twitter, Sunday, 12 January 2025. Monday, 20 January, red folder EAS/EBS, Project Odin, Starlink link. Project Odin controlled the military will run a major broadcast revealing government, banking, and military corruption across 10 countries, potentially making this one of the most pivotal days in history. Monday, 27 January 2025, the first special beds will be introduced to the public, bringing hope and healing to millions. These advanced technologies will begin their initial rollout, prioritizing those in critical need and children suffering from long-term illnesses. Wednesday, 29 January 2025, Global Healing Centers equipped with special beds begin operation in strategic locations worldwide. Training programs will be launched to educate specialists in this life-changing technology. Friday, 31 January 2025, public demonstration of special beds capabilities will be broadcast globally, showcasing their potential to restore health, reverse aging, and eradicate disease. A new standard of well-being will be established, redefining humanity's relationship with healthcare. Monday, 3 February 2025, an international special beds access program is announced, ensuring equitable distribution and usage. Leaders affirm that every individual, regardless of status or locations, will have the right to healing and restoration. Wednesday, 5 February 2025, global tribunals begin holding big pharma executives and their collaborators accountable for crimes against humanity. Reparations are announced, including the funding of the new healthcare programs and access to innovative treatments for all. Friday, 7 February 2025, health freedom is declared. Countries around the world announce plans to dismantle corrupt medical systems, ensuring that profits will never again take priority over human well-being. Monday, 10 February 2025, people began to learn about natural healing methods, suppressed alternatives, and the sciences of true wellness. Humanity begins to reclaim its health and power. The fall of Big Pharma makes the end of decades manipulation and suffering a new path forward being forgot, one built on truth, transparency, and care for every individual. The future of healthcare has arrived. End of March 2025, the outdated US fiat dollar will cease to exist, replaced by new standard rooted in transparency and equity. Monday, 26 May 2025, Memorial Day. Q post 3387 on July 9th, 2019 said, we have 6 more years before the changeover to the restored republic equals Memorial Day 2025. President the Hat announced that he will organize a massive celebration commemorating the 250th anniversary of the U.S. independence of 1776. That will start on Memorial Day and continue until July 4th, 2025. There's a lot to read. Here's another one. Global currency reset on Monday, 6 January 2025. The quantum financial system, QFS, will officially be activated worldwide. Thursday, 2 January 2025. Bruce, Iraq had a new in-country rate on New Year's Day. Tier 4B, us, the internet group, could be notified to call exchange appointments anywhere from Friday, 3 January to Sunday, 5 January. Thursday, 2 January 2025, Frank 26 and Walking Stick, Iraq's foreign ministers, was in D.C. and gave the new dinar rate to the U.S. Treasury. The U.S. has now been paid in full and has lifted the remaining sanctions on Iraq banks. Friday, 3 January 2025, boom, RV, military up, the new financial system step out of the matrix and into the golden age. Dinar, Dong, and Zim, GCR, the alliance of white hats military. That came from President Q 45 to 47. The U.S. has ordered Iraq to be on Forex today. It's Christmas Eve. RV begins. Austrian Chancellor just resigned. Will they join the V4 today or tomorrow? Trudeau resigned today. See the things falling, guys, right into place. YouTube, Iraq dinar, President Trump, or Trumpy, I don't know. President the Hat confirmed VND and IQD RV done. Celebration plan January 8th, 2025. Breaking news, President the Hat has officially confirmed the long-awaited revaluation RV of Iraq dinar IQD and Vietnamese dong VND. This monumental event is set to transform global markets, with President the Hat confirms on 8 January 2025. Guys, the dates I'm giving, I'm reading. I'm hoping, I'm praying. I'm not saying. I'm just reading, giving you the information that was given to me. Let's see what Judy has to say, and we'll call it a night. Probably should call it a night before Judy, but we'll go. I'm sure a lot of the stuff we've covered will. This is from Judy Bingington, Monday, January 6, 2025, author of, the Jenny Hill and all that. Terrorist threats in Washington, D.C. On lockdown with fences. 11,800 National Guard. General Flynn recommending a private inauguration for the Hat's safety. 10 days of communication darkness set to begin. On Inauguration Day, Monday, 20th January 2025. These are the good days. Tabernacle, choir, whatever, A new year is here, a time for new beginnings, goals and dreams, a time when we look forward to the future and consider what we want to accomplish and what we hope might come true. These are the days with rich moments that we will look back on and yearn to relive. These are the days that in the future we will recall, the fondness days when we were growing and being stretched, days when we were learning and experienced, days when we were making the memories of a lifetime. Living in the present allows us to enjoy real-time events and experiences that will become the good old days of tomorrow. Living in the present ensures that we do not defer until tomorrow the joy we might treasure to live fully in the present today. Judy note, as of Wednesday, 1 January 2025, the bankrupt U.S. corporation was defunct. According to leaked documents, January 1st, 2025, ISI terrorist attacks were orchestrated by the IFP. And I think you guys know what I'm doing here. Whistleblowers were exposing a cover-up machine, the AIC, mind control, and deliberate IBF and AIC targeted incidents to cause chaos. A AIC insider has released an Big Mike's main squeeze plot using the AIC to plant thousands of two I's and two S's cells across the U.S. They got me on that one. I couldn't cover it. Okay. There's some other stuff here that I don't want to read. Give a little help, a lot. Give a little, give a little, a lot. Some families are desperately in need. Guys, and I don't want to tell anybody how to spend their money, but you're in a store and you see someone struggling. If you got an extra $5 or $10 or $15, it makes you feel really good. when you help them out. And I mean, we've come such a long way. When people say people ain't seeing things, people are hurting. And when they have to do this just right, because people are hurting. It used to be, if you'd look at someone in a store and say, hey, you're struggling here a little bit, I've got an extra $15. Let me pay for that for you. People, no, people don't want charity. People have pride. But it's gotten so high, this regime that has been running us into the ground, into the graves. They are so terrible that they've taken proud people. And I don't care how proud you are. You want your kids to eat. And if someone buying you $15 or $20 worth of food gets that done, they're doing it. Hi, Nancy. So I'm going to stop there tonight, guys. We're at an hour and 5, almost an hour and 6, and I'm going to stop there. We'll be back Wednesday night. Friday's still up in the up. I think I may be doing an afternoon because I watched The Little Monkey from 11 to around 4:30 or 5 o'clock. But I was informed by my son last night that I need to watch Kira and Small Hank from 6 o'clock Friday night until they finally decide to come home from a birthday party. So I'm going to have a very full day taking care of kids. But, it's something you like. It'll happen. I'll bring the 2 down to Ron's and we'll have supper down here and watch TV probably till about 9. So I might just go ahead and do the show Friday. I'll figure it out. But if I do the show here Friday, I will be on time at 7 o'clock. And I'll go as fast as I can because Hank will sit down and just watch TV. Kira, she's 2 years old. And I think anybody's ever been around a 2-year-old knows what I mean. Jane, I don't know what they're sorry for, but I hope everything is okay. I want to thank everybody for coming out. I mean, an hour and 7 minutes into the show, and we still have 145 people. And I really makes me and Ron feel good when everyone shows up like this. And Valerie, don't worry about it because a lot of people can't. But every now and then I do have a little extra and I try to help. But no, it's not something you have to do. Valerie, if you don't, I'd like to meet you in the store someday and I'd buy you 15 or 20, maybe 30 or 40. I don't care if I'm broke. If this doesn't happen, I'm going to be broke the rest of my life. So what's a few bucks here and there? So anyway, guys, I'm going to say good night. God bless. Me and Ron love all of you, and we'll see you Wednesday night. Maybe before. Maybe we'll get some good news. Remember, tomorrow is supposed to be. I'm not promising, but I'm getting this from Savior, and I trust Savior more than I trust the hat, more than I trust a lot of them. Tomorrow's supposed to be a very, very, very special day. Good night. God bless, and we love you all.